Now we will discuss about the properties of air. Air occupies space. We can prove it by doing a small activity. Take a empty glass and a bucket filled with water. Invert the glass and quickly put it into the bucket of water. Keep the glass straight and inverted. The water doesn't enter the inverted glass because the air present in the empty glass prevents the water from entering it. Now slightly tilt the glass. When you tilt the glass in water, you will find that the air present in the glass goes out in the form of air bubbles. As the air from the glass escapes, water starts entering the glass. This shows that the glass, which appears to be empty, it is actually filled with air. So this proves that air occupies space. Air also has weight and air can be compressed. Since the molecules of gases in air are far apart from each other, air can be compressed and pushed into small spaces. We can put the air in a football, we can fill the air in a balloon and in a small syringe also. So air can be compressed and it can be pushed into small spaces. Air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. When air is warmed, it expands and it takes up more space. It can be proved by a small activity that attach a balloon with the bottle and now take some water in a pan. Put this bottle in a pan and start heating the water. When the water get warmed, the air molecules, the liquid molecules expands and they takes up more space. As there are loosely packed, the liquid molecules are very loosely packed and they are free to move, and when they gets heat up, they extends and takes up more space and the balloon starts blowing. Automatically the balloon will start blowing because it filled with air. On the other hand, when we when we remove the bottle from the warmed water or heated water, now place it in the normal place at normal temperature, you will see after some time it will compressed. The balloon will shrinks and it occupies less space. So it proves that on cooling the air molecules get contracts and on heating the air molecules get expands. Air exert pressure also. Now we have learned that air occupies space and has weight. So anything that has weight that can exert pressure. So air also has pressure. The pressure exerted by air is called atmospheric pressure. Now take a glass tumbler and fill it with water. Place a piece of cardboard on the mouth of the glass. Now hold the cardboard tightly with one hand and turn the glass upside down very quickly. Remove your hand gently from the cardboard. You see that the cardboard stays in its place. The water also doesn't fall at all. Now you will think that what keeps the cardboard piece stuck to the glass? It is the pressure of the air. The air outside the cardboard piece exerts pressure on the cardboard equally in all the directions and prevents it from falling. This shows that air exerts pressure. After air, the second most essential thing for our life is water, and all living things need water. 3/4 of our earth's surface is covered with water. Only 3% of total water can be used for drinking, and about 97% of water is in the oceans and contains salt.